Today we're enabling our 2018 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 to do a little bit more with the UWS Truck Bed Toolbox. The one right here is gloss black, but you can get matte black and also just the shiny silver aluminum. This is the low profile design, so it's not going to stick up a whole lot from the rails of the truck. Just so you know, it's about 3 inches from the top of our rails. And it is a crossover style, so we are going to have a little bit of room underneath if you like to haul some longer stuff. And it works out for a 5.5 bed pretty good, especially for that longer gear. And that's about 9.5 inches from the floor to the bottom of the box. It is going to have latches, which are going to be stainless steel, and you can open it up from the outside of your truck. It is going to come with keys as well, so you can lock it, which is nice. And notice how the locking core is on the driver's side, because I usually end up at the driver's side whenever I close it down and then lock it up. So it's kind of convenient there. And you really don't have to shove this thing down for the latches to engage. The overall length of the box from end to end is going to be 69 inches, and the width is going to be around 19.25 inches, and the overall height is 13.75 of an inch. It's going to give us a total of 8.4 cubic feet of space. So what does that mean? Well, here's kind of a visual for you. We have some drills in this sliding tray right here, and that'll go along the whole entire end right here. We have a couple different boxes of tools. I think this is the better way to kind of haul some stuff, just because you can keep it all organized and grab whatever box you need. And one thing to note, some things are going to be a little too tall, like our little shop towels right there, for that to slide around. But the max that you can stack the stuff up and still allow this tray to move is probably the size of our wire cripper box, which is 7 inches. So be mindful of that, but there's so much more room in here. This isn't something we can put like a 5-gallon bucket, because it's a little too shallow for that. So if you do want something like that, you're going to need to get a box that goes all the way down to your cab, most likely. But all in all, there's plenty of room in here for a lot of tools for a lot of different jobs. And one thing I do like is over here, on both sides, we do have different slots, 5 for 5 different screwdrivers. But be mindful, if you do put the larger ones right here, the strut will eventually go down. But I do like how the strut is there, just because it does give a nice smooth action whenever we want to open this up. So all we really need to do is just do the latch. It goes up pretty quickly and then slows down a little bit. And notice how this whole entire lid is completely 90 degrees. So there's not going to be any contact out the back. But this is nice for some of those larger things you may be hauling, so you can pull them directly out and not have to kind of wiggle it through. So I do like how the lid is 90 degrees whenever you open it up. We have a nice seal around the whole entire lid, but this seal isn't really going to see a whole lot of moisture or dirt, because notice how when I slowly lower this down, it does overhang the lip of the box quite a bit. So that water and dust is going to have to travel quite a bit to get inside the cab. We have other stainless steel pieces here, and these can be adjusted, because over time, like as you start to kind of slam it shut or just gently shut it, it will eventually start to move, maybe in like a year or so. But it's nice that we can kind of pivot this around, and this is just going to allow us to adjust it so it'll close just as smoothly as the day that you guys bought it. All the install hardware is included with the kit, and all you got to do is take this little J, and it's going to go underneath the lip of our rail, kind of like that. I like to put the washer on and then just kind of hold it to the side, and then you can put the nut on. I like to get it secured down as much as I can with my hand, just to keep that hook in place. And then just take your 13mm socket, most likely a deep well, and tighten this down. We don't have to do it too tight, but just enough so it won't move anywhere. And that didn't take me a whole lot of time. So it's a very, very quick and easy process if you wanted to install it really quick, or just take it out if you're using your truck bed for something else. One thing I have noticed with some other boxes is they don't include this little cover here. So if you end up really loading this thing up fully, sometimes it gets in the way of the little latch mechanism. But since they have the little guard there, you don't have to worry about having all your tools inside. You lock it and then you unlock it and try to open it up, and something's in the way of this mechanism working. So you don't really have to worry about your stuff locking itself in there. So that's nice that they added this little piece here. All in all, I think this is plenty of room for any kind of construction guy, or even if you're just someone who just likes to have a toolbox on it. When it comes to how it looks on this truck, I just think trucks look a lot better with toolboxes. And it's just cool that you can have an extra secure place to put a lot of your stuff that's not in the cab. So you have a lot more room in there. It's gonna be easier to clean, and it just gives your truck a nice look. And that's pretty much it for our look at the UWS Truck Bed Toolbox on our 2018 Chevrolet Silverado 1500.